was in the Abyssal, he was the only guy I could beat any level with, and it was level 1. Um, he's definitely going to be a top 5 character. This guy can solo waves 1, 3, and 5, any of the healing waves. So say your partner gets a bad pick, or he just doesn't know what he's doing. You don't have to worry about it. This guy will solo it for you, nice and easy. So let's take a look at his kit. Alright, so the basic overview, every time you get a stack of his Wrath, you're going to be adding 5% damage to your base level damage, and you're going to be losing 2% max HP. You can't go below 20. But in Abyssal, having low health is a big issue. It's already hard enough to stay alive now. When you start hitting people and your health drops to 400, blah, 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 it's going to be impossible to stay alive. So there's a few ways to mitigate that. The damage reduction stones, we'll get to that later. But for perks, more Wrath, you're going to want this one. Increase Wrath by 2%. So every time you get a stack, instead of going up by 5%, your damage is going up by 7. I think you can get 4 of these, maybe 5. Increases your minimum HP to 5% as well. So instead of going down to 20% HP, you'll go down to 25. And so on, every one of these you pick up. So this is going to be the most important thing you can pick up. You're going to want to pick these up all the time. For the other perk, you're going to use damage reduction. If you're in the dungeon and your character has damage reduction, put it on. You get 10% reduced incoming damage. This is, pull up a blue stone. It's basically another blue stone. It's a free blue stone. So if any character has that, put it on. For the last one, I don't really know about this one since it's kind of still up for debate. Could use Demon Pack, but it takes 50% health, and this guy's already going to lose health like crazy, so you don't really want to do anything that's going to lower his health more. Attack speed would be nice, so you can stack faster. HP would be nice, so your base level HP is already a little higher. I used Lifesteal just because that 20% you get back from killing someone could mean you dying and losing all your stacks, or you getting that last little burst of health. Let's take a look at his viability for normal game modes. So he's pretty much going to suck at all of these. This guy is a dungeon character for sure, and you need him. Super important. But for anything else, he's useless. I mean, maybe boss hunt. I mean, we could try him out one time, see what happens. So let's put attack speed on instead of the damage reduction. Yeah, let's go to boss hunt. I don't expect much from him here. There's any poison character, fire character, weakness character, or mummy is just going to outshine him in this game mode. There's really no point in using. And the big thing for him is getting this Wrath up. In this game mode, you're going to have to hit, in order to stack his Wrath, you're going to have to hit the characters. In the dungeon, the tentacles will do most of the work for you. And that's how you can use this guy with no damage stones or anything. You got to keep an eye on that yellow meter, because if you don't hit somebody, it will reset your stacks, and you especially don't want to do that here. There's a more Wrath, pick that up. Should have picked up that movement speed. It makes it a little easier when you got to run to the next character to be a little faster. That way you don't get put in any tight spots and lose your stacks. Oh, there's movement speed right there. I think he's going to do good damage. Like I said, there's just so many better characters for this. And I don't know if you want to stack damage or attack speed in the dungeons, you're pretty much going to want to go with damage reduction and dodge. But for here, I mean, the higher your base damage, um, the higher your damage is going to be per one of these stacks. So we're at 65, doing 12, 20. If you picked up a bunch of damages at the beginning, you could be at 1500, whatever. It'd be easier to stay alive though with the damage reductions and everything. Please. Oh, see, you almost lost it right there. You really got to stay aware. And so you're just going to hit the boss, stack it up, watch your damage climb. I guess for this, whenever you fire, just come back to this corner, hit these guys, keep your stacks. Probably could have got level 20 right there if I picked that up. Yeah, I think that's us for 2,000, 2,200 now. On ATM, we're doing 21%. There's level 20. 56 seconds. We're up to 3k damage. And I think we'll actually win this. So he's not as bad as I thought, but definitely better characters, and he's terrible at everything else. You're never going to have time to stack this in any other game mode. Just ride this one out, probably kill him. Alright, so he can, if you have to use him, that'd be the one. But the reason really here is the dungeons. So you can use him in any dungeon. He's going to be great for killing the boss on healing waves. Let's take a look at the kits we're going to use. So he is my healing wave guys, 1, 3, and 5. So for those, it's going to be the basic sword and ring setup. 2 greens, 2 blues, 1 white, 1 purple. And put on this one. To think about how much this, alright, it's 15% for life drain. So eventually you're going to be doing so much damage with this guy that 15% of whatever you're doing is just going to heal you completely. So you can just stand in front of the boss and tank it. So we have 2 options here, the 9 blue stone, or my other one is 6 blue stones and 3 purple. That's the one I use most often. Just because with the 9 blue stones you level up so slow. It's really annoying. But there's very few characters that I think it's actually useful to use those, and he actually is one of them. Alright, let's jump in here. I wish you could queue alone. That would be really nice. But you gotta kick this guy when it says waiting for players. Swipe up. And he should be gone. So there's 2 ways to do this. If you don't have any stones, you just want to hit people one time and run to the next person and let the tentacles stack for you. But since I have all these blue stones, I can kind of just sit here and tank it. So that's how I beat it when I didn't have any stones. You just get a big group to follow you like this. And then hide behind a wall or something. Come out. Hit them like 1 or 2 times. And run away. And the tentacles keep hitting them and stacking. But it keeps you from taking damage, and it builds your stacks. And once you get enough stacks, you'll one-shot people. This guy helping out from the graveyard. So it depends on your base damage, and if you pick up a bunch of damage perks at the beginning, about around 200, 250, you'll start one-shotting people. And like I said, because of that 15% health steal, you're doing so much damage that that 15% will basically just heal you completely. Always pick up these damage reductions. And now you're just getting like 2 hits on people and running. And we're right around 250. Let's see if we can find someone alone. Hit him one time. See him hit for like 11,000 or something. But you can just hit him one time and run away. And they insta die. Oh, let's go find the boss. And once you get the stacks, the poison stacks on the boss as well, that's just amplifying your damage even more. So you're just healing yourself even more and even more. And there he is, and we're just gonna kill this guy real quick. But you're just gonna park at his feet and just watch your crazy damage amplify. 40,000 right now. It's insane. It's that easy. Let's get out of here. So I also have him awoken, but he has the same awoken ability as Mummy, and I'm sure it does something, but it's not something I notice. Like, it's not a big enough difference to where I notice something. Maybe I'm just used to it now. The biggest thing for this guy is getting rid of all these perks you don't want. I use Lifesteal on him, so I banned that one. Celestial Pack. Maybe one of those would be good. I wouldn't get too many of them. Demon Pack, anything bringing his health down isn't great. I don't know why I banned the health one. It's just another one. I like damage, attack speed, movement speed, all that. But he's one of the characters you don't have to awaken to get a lot of value out of. There's two other characters I can think of right now. Plague Doctor and where's my man? Turtle. Neither one of these guys need to be awakened. I mean, unless you want to limit their draw pool, but they do their jobs perfectly fine without being awoken. And Anubis is pretty much the same. But that's it. Definitely want to get this guy.